Now for the latest where you are with the ITV News.
Good evening. A man in his 60s has been arrested on suspicion of murder after a woman has died in Tiverton. Emergency services were called to an address in Bluebell Avenue yesterday evening just before 7. A woman in her 50s was pronounced dead at the scene. More police will be in the area while they carry out investigations, and a scene guard is in place at the property. The number of patients in Devon's hospitals with COVID-19 has almost doubled in the first 3 weeks of this month and is expected to continue rising as cases increase. We're being told there are also more than 800 NHS staff off work at the moment in our region due to COVID. Health professionals say for every COVID patient in hospital, they have to postpone on average 8 operations. A Reclaim the Night protest was held in Falmouth last night over concerns about women's safety. Organisers of the demonstration say they are growing increasingly worried about recent incidents involving drink spiking and harassment. It comes as Cornwall Council has been awarded thousands of pounds from the government to prevent violence against women. Kathy Wardle has more.
Survivors, victims.
Feelings ran high as students and residents gathered in the heart of Falmouth, motivated to action over what they say is a growing feeling of unease being out at night.
People are looking over their shoulders a bit more as they walk down the street, and it definitely feels like while we should be facing progress and feeling like we're less at risk of sexual violence, gender-based violence, getting our drinks spiked when we go out, it's on the up rather than on the down, and there needs to be a conversation around that.
There's been real issues of spiking at the moment. There's been real issues of women feeling safe on the streets, and I think it's so important that we all have our voices heard.
It's a lot of representing other people who might not be able to be here, who might feel unsafe coming here at night, because women generally feel unsafe being here at night.
There have been 3 reported cases of drink spiking in the area since the start of September, with 1 still being investigated. Devon and Cornwall Police says it's working to stop predatory behaviour and is using plainclothed officers in the town centre and its bars. Officers are urging people to report incidents immediately. Falmouth and Exeter universities, which share a campus in Penryn, have issued a joint statement on drink spiking, which says where alleged incidents are flagged to the police or to the university, these will be treated extremely seriously. Devon and Cornwall Police, licensed premises and the universities are working together to reinforce safety measures across the local area and to ensure that the concerns within our student community are heard. Cornwall Council says a £33,000 Safer Streets grant will pay for 6 new CCTV cameras in the area, along with awareness campaigns and training for staff in the nighttime economy. Kathy Wardle, ITV News, Falmouth.
Now, a former Royal Marine, Mark Ormrod, has announced his latest challenge, a 24-hour rollathon. He's also hoping to break a world record involving as many clubs across the world at the same time. It's all part of a larger fundraising campaign this year, which has seen the triple amputee already complete a 5k run, a 1k swim and a 99.9-mile bike ride. Mark is raising money for the charity Reorg, which supports servicemen and women, veterans and emergency service personnel. A public exhibition is underway on the Isles of Scilly over the designs of the new Solonian 3 replacement ship. A bid for government funding to replace the current passenger ferry between Cornwall and St Mary's and a harbour upgrade will be decided on by the end of the year. In the meantime, though, people are being asked for their thoughts on the proposed interior for a new generation of the ship.
It's our ship. I know it's a steamship company's ship, but it's the island ship, and I don't think it's good that the islanders get as much input as possible into what it's going to end up like.
This weekend marks 60 years since the iconic Tamar Bridge, which links Devon and Cornwall, first opened. Events have been taking place to mark the occasion for the structure which, when it was built, was Britain's longest suspension bridge. People have been taking tours and an exhibition of a new archive material, including an oral history, images and all gone on display at the Learning Centre. Now let's take a look at the weather with Philippa Drew.
Great Western Railway,
sponsors the ITV West Country weather.
Hello there. It's been a pretty quiet start to the weekend out there so far, but the next 48 hours do look a little more changeable. So some outbreaks of rain overnight tonight and tomorrow, showers to follow later tomorrow and into Monday. But with all of that, it will be fairly mild compared to the last couple of days. So what's going on? Well, it's this cold front we've got our eye on at the moment, and that's going to push its way steadily eastwards overnight tonight and tomorrow. Behind it, a fairly showery picture, low pressure, of course, very much in charge up towards the north there. So currently it's looking relatively quiet, dry to end the day, a few clear spells to start this evening, but as the night wears on, thickening cloud will move in from the west and we'll see the first signs of that rain tied up with that cold front. But with all the cloud and a southerly breeze, it will be a mild night, temperatures for just about all of us staying up in double figures fairly comfortably. So tomorrow morning then, a cloudy start, that rain working its way steadily eastwards, 1 or 2 heavy bursts possible initially, but it will tend to peter out as it moves away, and behind it brighter skies and a scattering of showers. Still on the breezy side, but temperatures in the best of the sunshine, not too bad tomorrow, highs of 15 or 16 degrees. Bye-bye.
Great Western Railway sponsors the ITV West Country weather.
Thanks, Philippa. As always, there is plenty more news you can read on our website. We'll be back tomorrow evening at the slightly later time of 6:45. Have a great Saturday night, whatever you're doing. Goodbye.